your social anxiety is lying to you. Now, because I run this podcast, I have the privilege of speaking to, and I have spoken to hundreds and hundreds of people who have struggled with some form of social anxiety, whether it's their mind going blank under pressure in important moments, or just feeling uncomfortable, feeling like they can't be their authentic self around people. Feels like they're normal on their own, but once those eyeballs and that attention hits, something just happens. A myriad of symptoms might pop up. There's a common theme that pops up with the people that I speak to, and that is that they feel that their anxiety is different, or they feel like they're the only ones in the world that might be experiencing it in their friend group, at work, just out in public, what have you. And I'm lucky enough that when I meet other people out in my daily life, new friends, and the inevitable "what do you do for work" pops up, I can kind of just show them my podcast. And it's a very easy conversation starter. And it's interesting because when people see it and they see that I'm open about talking about stuff that I've gone through, they see that there's like hundreds and hundreds of like reviews. So I'm not a bum and I'm not just shilling misinformation or anything like that. A funny thing happens, and it's it's helped me so tremendously, and I wanted to give this perception to you as well because I know it's going to help. And that is that a shocking amount of time, people that you would never ever expect to experience any sort of this discomfort or this anxiety or feeling just not confident in themselves, especially in social situations, these people will reveal to me almost like in a hush hush tone, like it's a shameful thing, that they too have like experienced a lot of these moments, that they feel uncomfortable around people, that they're just scared all the time. And back in the day when I was really going through it, when I was anxious in most of my social interactions, not just like really high pressure ones, um, you're really blinded to that fact because it is a fact. And you're blinded to it because you're so inwardly focused on how you're feeling. Like you're so inwardly focused on how people are perceiving you, on how you're coming across, on all the symptoms that you're experiencing. And you're more focused on how do people think about me instead of how do I think about them, which is really where you want to get to. And so now that I've worked on this for a long time, and I now, my default setting is outwardly focused instead of inwardly. I'm not obsessively overthinking, and I'm not in my head anymore. I've learned to quiet the mind, if you will. I pay attention to other people, and you can see nervousness coming off of almost everyone. You can see awkwardness. You can see people that just don't feel comfortable owning their words, owning their voice, owning themselves, owning their presence. And it's just confirmed by the fact that because I have the privilege of having a podcast like this, and people in my real life know that, especially that I meet, they'll tell me these things about how anxious they really are. And so whenever I get all of these questions, whether it's like in my free community, links in the description, BT dubs, where it'll be like, how do I stop being shy? Like, it goes so deep. Obviously, you need to be doing exposure. You need to be showing your nervous system that you are safe under attention. That's obvious, and we talk about that. But just right now, off the top of the dome, what I can tell you is that everyone around you, if you can start perceiving them and understand that they are as anxious, if not more anxious than you, then it's a very clear switch that's done wonders for my own confidence. And so I just wanted to share that with you because it's hard to experience that now if you're in the thick of this, if it just feels like things keep going wrong, or you've had these really painful social experiences and you can't speak for whatever reason. Your body just won't let you do it. And you need the firsthand experience as well. I get that, but I think I do have a very unique circumstance with how big my podcast like used to be. Right now it's barely like I haven't made videos in a very long time, so we're working back up and everything. I do think that I am like a trusted source in the space where if I'm telling you this, if I'm telling you just the sheer amount of people that do struggle with this in your everyday life that you already know, and if you started paying more attention to that, then internally what you are feeling, then it would make you actually feel more comfortable. And especially because like you can help them as well. You can guide these conversations also once it clicks, once you realize it, once you can see it, because it's like, oh, like I've gone through that too. Like I know what this person's experiencing. I can help out in these conversations. You see what I'm saying? And they tend to go so well. I mean, when I was in the thick of this, it's just I didn't know how good relationships and like connection and friendships and like just romantic relationships and real connection could feel like. Like it was just so foreign to me. But in reality, it's like it's the most important thing in the world. It's like the most special and like magical thing in the world, as like fruity and weird like as that sounds. But yeah, I thought that I'd just try to share that today.